Here's my top 5 SEO hacks. To give these hacks a bit of context, I've made up a brand new website called tennisfit.com. Very exciting, it's pretend. These hacks are going to be in the context of tennisfit.com. I put chapter markers in the video, so if you want to get to specific points, just drag your mouse over the chapters below. But here we go, here's the top 5. We're going to start with the alphabet trick. So hack number 1 is called the alphabet trick. I learnt this from Income School, so Jim and Ricky over at Income School, which is a fantastic YouTube channel. But this is it. This is the best way to do quick keyword research for free. So we're using our tennis example. So what you do is you go to Google and you just go to the address bar up here and you just type a search. So in this case, I'm searching for tennis. And what it's going to do is auto-suggest all the most popular searches. So what this is telling us is that thousands of people are searching for these search terms. So you know that these are some really popular keywords potentially that you could be trying to write content on. But this is the alphabet trick. What you do then is you put your main keyword, so in my case tennis, and then you go space and then you go A. And it's going to tell you all the most popular A searches. Okay, and then you just, and if some of these are going to be completely rubbish and they won't be at all appropriate for what your content is going to be about, but some of them will be relevant, and then you just replace the A with a B. Hopefully you get the idea. And again, we've got things like tennis bracelet and tennis bracelet diamond, tennis ball machine, tennis bag, tennis ball latcher. It's just telling me all the B's that are the most popular B's, and then you go C, and then you go D, and you just go through the alphabet and picking out the keywords that are both, we know they're popular because they're appearing in the Google search, but also that are relevant to the type of thing that you might be trying to advertise. Right, the next hack, we're going to be using Ahrefs, which is a specialist keyword tool to do some research, but critically find out easy search keywords to rank for. This is what you do. Now, Ahrefs isn't free. But they do have a trial, 7-day trial for $7. So you can sign up for the trial, costs you $7, and then you can cancel the trial at any point after you've done your research. So it's depending on how you want to work it. So $7 is a good investment to get this sort of information, I would argue. But this is what you do. You log into Ahrefs after you've set up your account or your trial. Then you click on Keywords Explorer here. This lets you basically put in keywords and search how many people are searching on those keywords and how tough they are to rank for. What we're after here is keywords relevant to our business, in our case tennis, that we can rank for quickly and easily. So you don't do anything to start with here. You're just going to click this orange search box, search icon. That's going to search basically everything, and it's going to come back and tell us the most search terms on the internet. Here we go. And there's 2 things we want to do to filter this down for us. You click on include here and you pop in your word. So in my case, I'm going to start with tennis, just like so, and click apply. The magic gold dust bit, click on the KD. So KD is keyword difficulty. You can put a range in here of how hard you want these keywords to be to rank for. So it's 0 to 100. So if you put a 10 in max, that means it's only going to show us keywords under 10 word KD, keyword difficulty. So these should be relatively easy to rank for, and you can drill down further into them, but it tells you the KD, the keyword difficulty. So these are fairly easy to rank for. The type of volume you're going to get, so there's always a balance between those 2 numbers. See, white tennis shoes, keyword difficulty of 8, which is really good. That's amazing. That's low difficulty, but a lot of volume. So you could create a website called white tennis shoes, and it sounds like that's a goer. So it's just a question of going through this list and matching the keywords that you're finding here we know they're relatively easy to rank for because we have a keyword difficulty of under 10. And is there a relevance to the business, the thing that you're trying to sell? This next hack I've called competitor espionage. But what we're actually doing here is looking at our competitors, finding out which of their pages are ranking and which of their pages are driving the most traffic to their sites. And then we're producing some content which is much, much better than them. This is how it works. So again, we're going to be using the Ahrefs tool to do this. So you go to Ahrefs, you log into your trial account potentially. Then you go to Site Explorer and you pop in the name here of your competitor. So I'm TennisFit, remember? So this is one of my main competitors, tennishead.net, and you hit search. And then it's going to bring us back loads of information. What we're really after is we come left here, and this is what we're after. We're after top pages. Click on top pages. That's going to list the pages that are getting the most traffic on their website. And here we are. It actually lists all the pages that we can see here. Now, again, most of these probably won't be relevant to the type of content that you're thinking about producing, but you will find some things in here that absolutely might be. So for example, we know here is a tennis shoe review, and we know it's getting a ton of traffic. Here we go. So then you click on the link and you can go and actually look at the article and see how good the article is. Let's have a look at this one. This is a pretty good review of this tennis shoe. But then your challenge would be, if you did want to go after, you know, that sort of traffic for that sort of content, you would produce a piece of content that was much better than their content. So that's a really great way of kind of shortcutting your keyword research. Go and look at what your competitors are doing, find out their top pages, produce some content that's much better than them. Right, this next hack is a really cool one, especially if you are using the Gutenberg block editor. So let me explain. Here's a page of content, just like we'd normally write within WordPress, and it's about tennis lessons. Now, Google's genius is that it can analyze this content and create meaning out of it semantically. It can understand what the content is about. There is a way now that you can make it easier for Google to understand what your content is about. This is called, the technical term for this is called schema. You might also see it referred to as structured content. Let me just explain and show you how it works. So there are a series of plugins that are appearing that make this easier for you to add structured content into your pages. The one I'm using today is this one here, which I will link to in the description below. But essentially what it does, it adds some new blocks in our block editor for us to use. Can you see them here? We've got FAQ, job, event, person, and course. There are other ones you can get for different types of things as well, like recipes. If you're into recipes, you'll find a recipe schema block. Let me add the course one and just show you quickly how this works and why this is so cool. So it kind of creates this nice format for us to put content into here. And I'll just put a description. And then I can put my provider name. Let's put Jamie Tennis in here. But the real magic happens in the code. So if I go to code view, which I can click on these three dots up here, and go to code editor, this is actually what it's doing under the bonnet. And the interesting stuff really is here, we've got structured content course. So this is telling Google what this content is about. It's actually in the HTML, in the markup. And here's a great example of schema working on the Google search results page. These are our results for WordPress courses. These are courses we run. And can you see how Google knows that we're running courses on specific dates? But it doesn't know that by accident. It knows that because we've used a schema within our content. Right, the final hack actually has been probably the most successful one that we've used, and that is become a Time Lord. So what I mean by this is predict what people are going to be searching for in 6 months, 18 months, 12 months down the line. So write some content now that no one is searching for, or not very many people are searching for. Get it ranking now. And then when people start searching for it in 12 months' time, you'll have content in place. So it takes a bit of predictive powers, but it's just incredibly powerful. So start to think about, in your particular industry, where do you think the movements are? Where do you think people are going to be? What are they going to be talking about in 12 months' time? What are the technologies now that you can see are going to be important in a year's time? So that's my top 5 hacks. Did I leave any out? If I did, stick them in the comments below. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, if you can give it a thumbs up, I will love you forever and ever and ever. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. I'm also running with the Guardian newspaper a SEO beginners course, and I will put a link to that in the description below. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.